Everybody in the U.S. understands right now that something is very, very wrong.
If you want to know the future of any community, just look at their school system.
The school district is a microcosm of society.
Our society is inundated with violence and drugs and sex.
It's in their face on TV, in the movies, on billboards, magazines, the internet. It's constantly there.
Sex sells, but when you're 15, 16 years old, you're very much influenced by what you see and you hear. Perception is reality.
We know that teen sexual activity is a huge issue. Sex has been devalued a lot for them.
There is a crisis as it relates to teen pregnancies, to teen STI rates.
Sexual health education in this country needs fresh thinking, and that's what abstinence education providers provide.
Beyond the physical, there are ways that waiting to have sex in a relationship can prepare the relationship to last longer. It's really about saying yes.
Kids in general at this age are finding out who they are. Abstinence in this community and all others needs to be seen as an option. There needs to be a venue for kids to have this discussion.
Developing fetus, different layers have to form, but we know at this point that what's going to become the heart, what's going to become the brain, what will become the eyes and the eyelids.
The calling behind starting Healthy Respect is really the realization that this crisis existed.
Many of our children are missing those healthy relationships, possibly in their home. And when they come to us at school, we're able to model for them what a healthy relationship is.
Our goal is twofold. First was to validate the behaviors of those students who are not sexually active. At the same time, challenge the young persons who were sexually active to introduce them not only to the risks that they were engaging in, but also to show them alternatives. We started off with the Medical Magnet Program in the Yonkers Public School with Dr. Clarice Morris.
Healthy Respect in particular helps them to understand how relationships should develop, gives the students ammunition and the empowerment to feel that they can say no. And not only is it to sexual relationships, but it's also to other risky behaviors.
When we have the opportunity to bring Healthy Respect into our school as part of our program, we welcome it. It enhances awareness and then tries to provide students with skills to deal with the realities that life presents on a daily basis.
The teachers come from Healthy Respect in a couple. They are also modeling male-female relationship, that interaction, communication, regard for each other, respect for one another.
They can walk into any classroom and any school in the city of Yonkers and engage and get the respect of the students. You know why? Because they care.
When we first go into the classroom, our goal, our first unit is communications. We start talking about things that make us credible, that they really see there's a reason for them to listen to us. In the context of STDs, is really the first time that we really talk about abstinence.
How do you think that avoiding sexual activity could help people to build a healthy relationship?
Once you give yourself to somebody, you feel attached to them. Well, you are attached to them, basically.
Abstinence is not just about don't do this, don't do this. It's not about just saying no. It's really about saying yes.
Love is a compromise, so you can't switch up your whole style just to fit somebody else's plan.
How do we go about presenting a concept like abstinence? I think in the context of their own personal goals and the things that they want to see different in their own life, abstinence really makes sense.
Tell us, how can the information you have learned throughout Healthy Respect help you to practice abstinence? We're going to give both teams a chance to conference that question.
Is this team 1 or team 2? Their first reaction to abstinence is that, oh my God, that's impossible.
The word abstinence itself carries a stigma with it. Abstinence was the expected norm years ago.
Okay.
Understanding myself helps me understand what I could do to make my life better or make it worse.
Abstinence is a core skill set, not so much saying no to one behavior, one risky behavior, but yes to many, many other alternatives.
The Healthy Respect program has been at Commerce Middle School for the last 3 years. At the middle school level, it's where the peer pressure starts kicking in. And that's, I think, the first stage where students have to make decisions, like who do I listen to?
Buenos días, Carissa, ¿cómo está?
And the implementation model is one where we have 2 students that collaborate with classroom teachers and with the students around this discussion of abstinence and the pressures that come with that discussion.
We're going to interview the 4 of you guys about 7th and 8th graders who are deciding to practice abstinence.
Do you have any siblings?
Yeah, I got like 2 sisters and one brother.
Most of them do have older siblings that they want to be like and talk to, so having somebody to talk to the same age as the people they want to be like helps.
Say hi to Alfrani and Sydney. Hello.
When do you think is the right time to have sex?
13, 14 up.
I would say like when you're old enough and you can like take care of yourself. Have you thought that a relationship is more not physical but more like mentally, that to have a healthy relationship you should be able to talk to that person, have conversations that do not involve sex?
Knowing that they should remain abstinent is good for them. It gives you more pride knowing that you've done that.
You gotta listen. There's no harm in listening to what they're saying, because then you can also learn something like I did, that you shouldn't be having sex now.
Think about your future and stuff like that, and protect yourself. That's what I would do.
As long as they're aware, I guess we're happy.
Presently, the city is in a renaissance. You can see the waterfront blossoming, major development going on, billions of dollars of development. It's also a golden opportunity for the school district to blossom.
We're getting the private sector to invest in our city. We're frankly getting the citizens of this city to finally believe again in the city where some of them may have grown up in and lost faith in. People are recognizing that we're changing things in such a way that it's going to benefit everyone.
This revitalization, this renaissance, depends a lot on the exquisiteness of the school system.
I'm going to say to my fellow principals, you need to get involved in this program. This is an excellent opportunity for you to give your youngsters a way to build strong relationships and to develop character.
The biggest challenge that we face are hostile critics who believe that abstinence is unrealistic for teens.
Getting society or getting mothers and fathers to understand how important, how urgent this is.
Everything that our children learn in school should benefit them as they become adults. It's healthy respect for themselves.
I like the ability to make a difference, and I truly believe that that's what we do here.
Just a passion to help kids to really have lives that are worth living.
Being abstinent, it's like a purity of the soul.